Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, we're having technical difficulties here. We're going to try to get everything in.
Now we're going to have to use this laptop for an anchor this year. Very cold here tonight. Going to be 0 here today. We got rid of some snow we had last week. Was on the ground for a week and went away for one day and came back the next day. I think yesterday was 48 degrees. And tonight it's supposed to get down to what, 5?
Mm-hmm.
Big jump.
We tried to do our laptop, but the laptop's going crazy. So we're having to do it from our phone and try to read it from the laptop too.
Yeah,
so it's kind of,
both of them.
We don't have home internet, so we just hotspot off of my phone. So it's, I don't know if it's the weather today or what, but it's acting crazy. Alright, we got welcome in KK, Jonathan, Days of the Dead.
Hello, welcome in.
We're just having just a little chat today. No real topic, just wanted to hang out and
going in over some things with everybody, maybe some upcoming events and some things that if you all want to see. I'll start out by, is there anything out there, anybody, is everybody liking the restaurant reviews? We're trying to get better at them. It's just kind of new to us speaking out in public like that, but we're working on them, and they say the more you do, the better you get, so we're going to try to do a lot more this year. If y'all like seeing those, just let us know. I think we made a list of the, every year over Christmas vacation, we make a list of no more than 12, is it? Maybe 12,
yeah.
12 or under restaurants that we want to hit. And we might hit all of them, usually we hit them all, but maybe one or two, you know. And now, it may be something like, it may be Jeff Ruby's, or it may be, I think Drake's is on our list this year, which, you know, I think that's kind of a college kid hanging out, but they have penetrated our area, put them all around, so I thought we'd give those a try this year.
Welcome in, Frank.
Welcome.
Paranormal Walks, Too Cool for Banshee. Some reason on my phone we're not showing the comments, so I'm getting off my laptop here, so we're kind of back and forth because I don't know what the issue is today. We tried several times to work it out, but it kept messing up. So as he's talking, I'm reading over here. Welcome in, Fox, Nardia.
So if there's any, if y'all like the restaurant reviews, we'll try to keep them going. We enjoy them. Like I say, every year during Christmas break, we make a list. No more than 12. Because there's so many restaurants popping up all the time around here, especially with this bourbon boom going on. I mean, people are, every restaurant that has, they have some restaurants that have a bourbon bar in there. That's all they serve is just different shots of bourbon. Me and some friends were talking at work the other day. There's a place in Bardstown that is, of course, Bardstown is considered the bourbon capital of the world now. It's a place over there that they have a bourbon bar, and they actually have a one shot of Pappy Van Winkle whiskey. I don't know if I said that right. Pappy Van Winkle bourbon, I think it is. $80 for one shot. And I knew a guy that he didn't pay for it, but his buddy took him there for his birthday, and he actually got an $80 shot. And I asked him, I said, how was it? He said, horrible.
Welcome in, Daniel and Kim.
Well,
I see you coming in, but you know how Wayne does. He talks a lot, so I don't want to interrupt while he's talking. So
okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'll ramble on.
But how's everybody doing today?
Let us know how you're all getting through this winter. We've had freezing rain, 5 inches of snow, a 48-degree temperature day yesterday, and 45 the day before. And tonight, we got another maybe 3 inches of snow maybe, and maybe 5 degrees tonight. So it's up and down, up and down.
Hi, Amy Joe. Yeah, that is KK Bootsy. That is some high-priced bourbon.
It is. they have a bourbon festival over there every year too. So that place is just, you can go in and pay. You get a wristband. You can go in and pay. It depends on how much you want to spend. I think they have one wristband that goes from $100 and some all the way up to like $300 or $400 if you want food and everything else with them. And they sell every one of them out every year. They never lose one.
Days of the Dead said it's summer in Australia, so they're hot.
Oh,
so
man.
We're sitting over here freezing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe it's going to be 5 tonight here, I think.
Yeah. Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Yeah, Fahrenheit. So
Thank you, Amy Jo. Everybody, also, check out everyone's channels if you want to. Drop your links and everybody help each other grow. That's what it's all about. That's why we're on here with, no topic tonight, but just to let everybody talk and hang out and share everybody's channels. And
share everybody's channels. Let everybody get some communication with everybody, and maybe everybody gets some boosted numbers.
Are we coming in okay? Can you hear us?
Do we need a microphone? She ordered me a microphone because I mumble so much.
Amy said it's 17 degrees there today.
Ooh, that's cold.
Hi, Tim. Welcome in. Thank you, Amy. She said video's good.
Okay. Can you hear okay? We're trying out this room and making sure everything's okay there, too.
Yeah, this is actually my den/office, so we're trying to get everything lined out to get these lives going and to do it more often. But
we want to start doing them on a routine. That's our goal, is to start doing them. We don't want to just do a pop-up. We want everybody to know, hey, they're going to be there at 5 o'clock and we'll be up and ready. Sorry for the delay tonight.
Welcome in. Good to see everybody.
I told her, I said, that's one of the things we said on New Year's we was going to do, is going to tell everybody we're going to do more live feeds, and we are. We want to do it on a routine basis where you all can, we can interact with y'all, because I love it. I mean, I enjoy hearing y'all's ideas, and also, for me, I enjoy hearing everybody's different, around America, but also definitely in Europe, and I have a question later on I'm going to ask.
Well, I'm trying to read the chat here too. The chat's going so fast. I'm trying to catch everybody. Welcome in, Kim. Good to see you. And Tim said, did you all get more snow? We got more snow again this morning.
More snow.
And I know, Tim, you're probably getting a lot of snow up there where you're at. Welcome in, Native.
And the chat's going fast on her side, so if we miss anybody, we're very sorry. We're still...
Yeah, this is how crazy it is. My phone's not showing chat. The laptop's showing chat, so I'm trying to read. But we couldn't get the laptop to start off with the live earlier, so we had to switch back to the phone.
Switch back and forth. We will, I promise you, we will get this worked out. If we have to get another laptop, we'll get it worked out.
Yeah, this is an old laptop, and then my new one, I got off Amazon, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And I've had trouble with it ever since. I've sent it back, and
they sent it back, and
they sent it over to the computer place.
Yeah, redone it all.
And it's still, so I'm just going to have to get a new laptop.
We're just going to get a new one. We're just putting it off. But I want to definitely start doing these on a routine basis. I love it. Like I say, I like hearing about the different parts of how you live in your community, in your area.
Alright, Tim says nothing but rain there, and so far, whoops, I'm throwing the thing. So far it's still 40 degrees there.
Oh, I'd love to have 40 degrees back. Something else I was talking to Marsha about was maybe throwing out.
Hi, Jake.
Some different videos on.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Chief come in. He said 40 degrees. That's bikini weather.
Yeah.
I couldn't wear one though, so everybody else could.
Well, the other day when we saw that we had all that freezing rain, we actually saw a guy on a motorcycle. He was in his leather from head to toe, but he was actually on his motorcycle riding in that freezing rain the other day. I couldn't believe it.
Tim says he bought a refurbished laptop.
Did he have any luck
on
with
eBay for $75? I have to check that out.
I'm gonna check that out. Yeah,
because the one I got off Amazon, it was an HP.
Yeah.
And it's just problem after problem. Good to see you, Chief. Welcome in, everybody. If you want to drop your links, go ahead and share everybody out and get to know everybody.
I talked to her the other day about doing some other things too. Would you all like to see some some videos on auto repairs. I have some upcoming auto repairs I've been putting off with this weather and stuff. It wouldn't be a professional mechanic, but it would be how I do it, and we try to do about 99% of our work ourselves. And it would be on multiple different vehicles. It would be doing some brake work, some
Thanks, Chief.
some exhaust work. I'm sorry.
I know when I keep saying stuff, I'm interrupting you.
No, you're fine.
I'm trying not to miss anybody. I don't want to miss anybody coming in.
Yeah, we don't miss anybody. But even basic things like changing tires and doing stuff like that, we're trying to get into. Her dad was a DUI. My dad was a DUI, and we.
Thank you, Kate.
DIYer, and we like to do as much as we can till it hits a certain point where you're like, okay, we're going to pay somebody to have this done. But until then, I'm going to do as much as I can. Also around the home too, you know.
Name Joe said that'd be a cool video.
Okay, good. I'll put a note with that. Like I said, we do some plumbing repairs. We do minor electrical repairs. And when I do these, I will put a disclaimer in there. Do not do it the way I'm doing it, because I'm not a professional. I'm just a DIYer. And
hi, Andy and Tracy.
And that goes with any of that stuff. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, get somebody you know that knows how to do it. But I want to show you how I do it, and maybe save you guys some money in the long run. Because I love to watch those videos on how to do something like that. Now, if I can find something to help you guys, that's what it's all about.
Amy Joe's laughing at you.
Oh yeah, I'm nervous. This is
no,
new
I meant
to us.
by saying don't do what you did.
Yeah, definitely don't do what I do. Do what I do with caution. And you're gonna, but I can't guarantee any results. So
we're I like to call myself a Jane of all trades, but master of none. But at least I'll try at least one time. If I can't get it, then hey, I'm gonna need some help. But at least I tried.
You can save so much money by doing stuff yourself like that. You can Google it, like say, on YouTube, and if we can save you $500 or $600 a year on something, I mean, that every little penny counts in the way things are nowadays.
Anybody that comes in, guys, moderation wise, you can take off that needs to be taken. I've seen some comments, but if you want to remove them, you can. Hi, Izzy. Let's see if I can catch it here. You keep talking.
Okay. Something else we thought about doing is maybe doing some. I love to grill and smoke food and stuff like that, and maybe doing some homemade DIY recipes that we have. We're turning the back. We had a back room on our house that was basically useless, so we basically stripped it, and now we're slowly remodeling it back, and we're going to turn it into an outdoor screened-in porch and an outdoor kitchen. So we'll kind of walk you through some of that too when we start back on that in the springtime. And we'll do some videos on that. If you'd like to see some of those, we'll do those.
Jake, we had a good New Year. We just kind of relaxed and hung out here. So, and then Daniel said he likes the background. Daniel, this is actually a backdrop that I just ordered on Amazon. I think it was like $8. So we'll have some different ones we'll put up each time, but it kind of
I do like that. Yeah,
decorative.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, we're going to try to do several different things this year. We're open to your all's opinions, anything you'd like to see, but we're going to try to branch out into other things. We're trying to do...
Of course, if you hear any snorting, Harley's running around here with us too, our little shorty.
He's checking us out, making sure we're all okay. Something else I'm going to get into this year a little bit. We're going to do some, since we're in bourbon country, we're going to do some bourbon barrel slat furniture and decor. We're going to do some of that this year. And of
course, you all know our channel is a mixture of a lot of stuff. So I'm still going to have my paranormal stuff.
Still going to do that. Still going to do that.
Once the weather gets warmer, we're going to be out doing some hiking, kayaking, fishing, stuff like that. But
I've got several fishing videos planned and several kayaking videos planned. Where we live at, there's tons of little lakes around us, and we're going to hit a lot of those and little waterways and stuff this year.
I'm reading over here. Chief said everybody hit that like button, please, because got to get 20 likes or we're going to fire him. Harley.
And we're going to be doing
We're always busy, Chief.
Yeah.
We're always into something.
You ever heard the expression, we got too many irons in the fire? And I think that's what we've got right now. We've got so many projects going on. We definitely have some auto repairs coming up. I'm gonna have to do some work to her car, and I'm gonna have to do some work to our old farm truck. And I thought that'd be a good time to put those videos up and maybe go through those if y'all would like to see those.
I disappeared.
She had to track down the beast.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. The reason he's barking, our neighbors across the road has apparently turned his music on.
Yeah.
So he's every time he turns that music on, he makes Harley bark. So. You want to say hi, Harley? He's got a little treat in his mouth. He's got to go get a haircut Thursday. Looks like he's smoking a cigar.
Looks like he's got a cigar in his mouth. Yeah, it does.
Everybody's saying hi to Harley.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, he's always got to be in the middle of everything around
Yeah,
here.
he's curious. He hears us
He's
in
the
here
boss.
talking. Yeah. Another thing I got coming this year, I know we're kind of, like I say, got a lot of irons in the fire, but we're going to do a ATV four-wheeler rebuild. I've got one coming in. It's had a few issues. It's supposed to be minor issues. I'm buying this from a buddy of mine, so we'll see how good a buddy he is after I find out how many issues it's got. But we're going to hopefully get it up and running, and we're going to show you along the way. We're going to show you from the start, and then we're going to show you the finished product after we get it up and running, and I think we're going to have maybe some new tires and stuff like that on it, but I thought that would be kind of neat to kind of walk you through this. So that may be it may be 5 or 6 different little videos that we show you on that.
We had a question on what's been our favorite adventure so far.
Oh, man. Whew. Man, we've had some, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, paranormal-wise, to me, I like Waverly.
Waverly Hills was great. That was an awesome experience.
That was so eerie.
I love the Talbot Tavern.
Talbot Tavern was a good one, yeah.
But adventure-wise, I'm always about on the walking trails, the hiking trails, to see what all, because you never know hiking what you're going to run into.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not extremely scared of heights, but they do make me nervous. And she did get me in Gatlinburg to ride the chairlift up and walk across that glass bridge and sky bridge.
And Batman's in the house.
And they had just added an extra 15 feet of glass the week we got there, so that was pretty good.
He always says, I've always got him on the side of a mountain somewhere.
Yeah, I'm always on the side of a mountain somewhere.
Luckily, I've been clumsy as always, and my knee hasn't been too good, but otherwise we'd been out on some hiking trails on the mountain somewhere.
Yeah. Gotta get it better before spring. We're definitely going to do a Smoky Mountain trip this year. Of course, that's just something we like to do. We're going to.
Thank you, Daniel.
I told her that one thing while we were in the Smokies we were going to do this year. We've done the Sky Bridge and the Sky. The Sky Lift, the chairlift that goes up to it, and the Sky Bridge. I told her I wanted to do Anakista, and then I said ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to go to. It used to be called Ober-Gatlinburg, but it's called something else now. I can't think what it's called. I'm not necessarily want to go over and do all the little kiddie stuff, but I want to do the tram ride. That's what I want to do. I want to do the tram ride. I've seen that ever since I was a little kid, and I've never done it, so I'm getting so old, I better do it soon.
Yeah, we're trying to squeeze in our
we're trying to squeeze in on this
phone
thing,
because the laptop's acting up. And hey, Ace, welcome in. Everybody drop your links.
Yep.
Share each other out, get to know everybody, subscribe to everybody. That's what it's all about, helping everybody grow and get to know each other.
If we get some of these small projects done this year, another project we're going to throw out there, we're going to, hopefully, this year we're going to redo the kitchen. And we need a better kitchen, an updated kitchen, so we thought that would be a really good video to do.
We've got a lot of projects we're doing, so.
They are starting to come together now, though. We've done all the construction part except for the kitchen part. Now we just have to do all the finishing touches, the paint, the trim, and all the goodies now. So we are getting there.
If I've missed you coming in, welcome in. I'm trying to catch everybody's names here. This chat's going crazy over here.
It's scrolling really fast, so I hope she's doing a good job of trying. But if she misses anybody, we apologize. But doing the kitchen one, we thought we would do like a before and after. And also we would show how to do the plumbing, because we're going to do a different sink. We have an electric stove now. We're going to go to a propane stove. And so a gas stove, so we'll show you how to do all that hookup.
Everybody's talking about the pictures and pointing.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Gigi. Got it on Amazon. Backdrop. I think I paid $8 for it. So just go on Amazon. I know I keep interrupting Wayne. Just
fine.
type in
Backdrops.
You can even type in, if you want just, mountains, type in mountain backdrop, or if you want something that has something to do with hiking, just whatever, you put it in and it'll come up and you can pick what size.
Yep, and I mean 1,000 different designs too, isn't it?
Chief, that's it's a cloth. See it moving? It's a cloth backdrop that I ordered from Amazon. I don't know what's it made out of.
Oh.
But I just hung it up on the wall behind us, and
They're real thin, but it's like a really detailed. I mean, you can even see. I'm sitting here. When you're looking at it in person, you can see the leaves on the trees. It's really detailed.
Chief says, "Awesome. Now you keep interrupting. You guys are great together."
No, you're right. I lost my train of thought.
I know. I keep. See,
no,
Chief?
you're fine. You're
See?
fine. You're not. It's
I'm
not you. It's me.
interrupting
Yeah, it's me.
But
I can't keep everything
also,
together.
not to change the subject, but people have asked us about a P.O. box. We are going to set that up here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because everybody's asking about it. So
Yeah,
once we get that
started.
set up, we'll drop it in the channel so everybody
Drop
can
that
see it.
description down
Yeah.
there. We're working on a project now.
Thanks, Ace. You are too.
We're not really videoing it right now, but we're going to video the end part of it because we're going to get through this entire winter and not use one bit of electric heat or wood heat, and we're going to show you the results and show you what the savings is on our electric bill.
Chief said it's good to hear you talking, Wayne.
Oh, good. I love doing this. I'm not good at it, but I really enjoy getting on here and interacting with everybody. I was talking to her earlier today. I like people in other states. I like to hear. I don't know. It's like what's a comfort food in your area, especially people in different countries. Hey, what to you in your country? Like in America, what do you say? Burgers and fries is maybe a comfort food, maybe. That's all American food. What is it in Australia? What's your comfort food? Is it a stew? Is it like a steak and baked potato? Or I'm a foodie, so that really interests me. Is like, what's your comfort food in your area?
Tim said it's good to see you anyways, but also, speaking of the food, being foodies, we've been adding in the food reviews.
Yeah.
Have you all been liking those, or would you rather not see those? Batman says you're doing a good job, Wayne.
Thank you. It's this is all new to us.
Thank you, Face. Appreciate it. Everybody share each other out.
With her, I'm always talking 24/7. With everybody else, it's something different.
The Batman says steak.
Oh yeah, steak. There you go. See, love a good steak. Harley does too.
Amy Joe's.
I said the word. You see
Yeah.
him look?
Yeah.
Every time I say that word, he looks at me and
If you
Lacey.
say that around him, he's
Yeah.
like, "Where's it at? Give it to me," because he loves when Wayne cooks steak.
We'll see.
Steak. Amy Jo.
Yep, he looks there.
Amy Jo said the food reviews are good. She likes them.
We want to do a bunch of different ones.
Chief says.
Like I say, to me, I really enjoy doing those. I just want to get more detailed in them.
I love spicy food too, Native.
So I'm gonna be good from now on, and when we go in a place, I'm gonna wear my microphone because
I have those right here.
yeah, that way that we don't have to talk real loud in there.
You see that? I got these for $10 on Amazon. It came with 2 of them. They're wireless, and it just hooks into the bottom of your phone.
And believe it or not, they really do good for $10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we done one the other day. I don't know.
Amy Joe's comfort food is a box of cheeses.
Hey,
yeah,
nothing
those
wrong
are
with that.
good.
They're good too, yeah. But we were so crowded. We had people behind us, people to the side of us, and we were trying to do the video, and she was a little shy too doing it, and I was too. But if we had a microphone, we probably could have whispered and done it.
Well, where there's so many people around me, I don't want to be talking out loud doing a food review because, I don't want to interrupt their meal. They're there to enjoy their meal as well, so I'm trying to do it as peaceful and quiet as possible.
I just thought of something. I think next time we go, we may have to go at a not busy time and say, can we have a booth out of the way? They may do that. I think I have heard people say do that.
Mm-hmm. We love Chinese as well.
Oh yeah. all our restaurants, good Chinese restaurants in our area have left. I wish they would come back.
Thank you, Gigi. Like I said, if you hear him barking, our neighbors decide to turn their music up loud all of a sudden.
Yeah,
and
right.
they're down the road, and you can still hear it blasting. Sometimes it shakes our windows.
Yeah. Yep, quarter mile down the road.
In there.
Okay.
You keep on handling it.
All right. I'll try to.
Come on,
So a lot of our videos that we're going to be doing upcoming is depending on you all. If you all say, we don't want to see the auto repairs, we don't want to see the home repairs and stuff like that, we won't do them. We want to do what you all want to see. So any comments you have, and like I say, we're still going to do the paranormal videos. She has some of those planned this year, and I have a lot planned depending on what you all want. If you want to see it, we'll definitely show it to you. But if you don't, we understand. We're here to show you what you want to see. We're also going to be doing some things down on the farm too. We're going to be doing some repairs down there, some bonfire segments. I'll probably be doing some cooking segments down there, like doing some.
She's back.
She's back. I'm looking at this, trying to find my. We're probably doing some. I want to do some brisket on the farm this year. I'd like to do some Boston butts on the farm barbecue.
Hi, Timo.
Now she don't eat the pork. I'll sample it, and then I guess I'll let my sister have the rest. Have the rest of them, let her try it out.
Thank you, Chief.
We want to do some
Appreciate
things
you
like
coming
that.
in.
Traveling
Let's
wise.
see. Batman wants to see furniture restoration.
Oh yeah, I enjoy doing that. I like
Good
doing
job,
that kind of stuff.
Artie's trying to get in the middle here too, so I'm trying to get him in there.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime you can do anything like that to restore something and bring it back to life, take it to where it was and make it that much better. That's a good thing to do. Are you all DIYers around the house? Do you do your own plumbing and do your own building and electrical stuff and car repairs? Let us know about that. Do y'all do that kind of stuff? I mean, if you do, like I say, we can definitely make more videos of that. I'll even video changing our spark plugs and stuff out. The little tricks that I've learned along the years that would help not mess it up too bad. Around here, I don't know how it is in other parts of the country, but first of all, around here, it's hard to find a good mechanic. It's hard to find a trustworthy mechanic, and they're all expensive. I mean, it doesn't matter, and it's just, we have a mechanic not even a half a mile down the road, and I mean, he's good. He's young, and he's the least expensive around, but I'm a little weary on taking him certain things, so I try to do as much as I can myself. So
Thank you. His name is Harley. And Tim says, Wayne, he's got a 40 by 60 shop full of antique furniture that needs to be redone.
Oh my goodness. Need all kinds of fun there.
Yeah, Amy Jo, she does a lot of projects on her channel as well.
That's good. Yeah. I had an uncle one time that he done he collected clocks, and he actually rebuilt the gears and stuff in the clocks. But one of his most favorite things to do was rebuild cuckoo clocks, authentic cuckoo clocks from overseas. And he was in the military, so he had a lot. He would be over there, and he would ship them back home. And then when he'd get home, he would open up all these gifts, all these treasures that he found, and he didn't care if they were running or not. And he had a whole upstairs in his garage that was nothing but clocks, and that was so amazing to go see it as a kid, especially when all the cuckoo clocks went off at the same time.
We'll definitely Daniel will still be doing some paranormal some paranormal videos as well.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Like I said, we're, with the ventures in our channel, we just decided to mix everything up and just keep everything a mixture. And one week you'll see something, next week you'll see something different.
We might get, if we get so many videos, we'd like to get in a pattern. I mean, we don't want to leave the paranormal stuff out. We want to get into more of those. I've got a couple. She's got several things on that plan, but I had a couple things that I thought of to myself this year to do. Certain places around. I definitely want to. I know she's been wanting to go there for a while. Is the Jailer's Inn in Bardstown, Kentucky. That one will probably be on our list this year. That one will be a good one.
Yeah.
That place has so much history. It was like, I've been reading up a little bit about that myself. The old courthouse is across the street. And when they took somebody in there and they convicted them of a penalty that was worthy of death, you went from that across the street to this jail, and the next morning you were hung in the backyard of this jail, in the courtyard of this jail. It wasn't no sit back and watch TV for 20 years. It was hardcore. I mean, and it really has a lot of history. And I wanted to go over there during Bourbon days and stay there, but you can't even get close to that room in Bourbon days.
That was one of my favorite places, GG at the Talbot Tavern, the Jesse James room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
a good one.
Yeah, there was so much communication there.
Yeah.
A lot of sad things that happened there, but there was one little girl there that had, fell down the stairs in the 1800s and to her death, and there was just something about that. They had her little doll that was still there, and I was getting so much communication from it that once I got home the next day, I was, still having dreams about her, and I called up the manager. I said, "Hey, do you care if I come back to investigate a little further with the child?" And she actually was able to tell me her name and how she fell, and it was just something else.
That was at one time that was a place where the whole family was living.
Yeah.
And they had all these big tall. The staircase runs all the way around the inside, so these little kids would just run around these staircases.
For her little doll, she would move it from place to place in that room that they had it in, and she liked to play hide and seek, so it was so interesting to be able to see that
place
move all the time, and we like to go in and look ever so often and see if it had been moved. But
that place, when you walked in the door, it felt so much history in that place. And when we were at that place, this was the weirdest thing ever. We go in there and we tell them, we're going to stay all night, and we're staying all night on like a Saturday night or something like that, wasn't it? I can't remember the night, but it was a night. So we're talking to the desk clerk there, and he's like, "Are you all going to go downtown or anything tonight after such and such time?" And I'm like, "I don't know, probably. We were going to go around town and see things." He said, "Just here you go, lock up when you come back in. Hand us the key to the front door."
Yeah.
And I thought that was the weirdest thing ever.
Downstairs was the gift shop and the kitchen.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Just open the door." He said, "Yeah, it's going to be locked." He said, "You just open the door and come on in, lock the door when you come back in, turn the key in the morning." And I thought that was the weirdest thing ever for somebody to just say, "Here's the key to my business. Just lock it up when you're done."
Yeah, you're talking, but I'm reading Gigi. Mm-hmm. She remembered the video where the chandelier was swinging back and forth.
Oh my God, yeah.
We were upstairs, and I told Wayne, I said, "Well, come on," because they had talked about that there were some playful kids there that had passed away there that liked to let you know when they were around by swinging the chandelier. So we just happened to walk down that hallway, and that chandelier was just a swinging.
Yeah, you can.
And as soon as you walked in that doorway, you felt that cold spot. It was so cold.
From the first time I walked in that door, I felt something the whole time I was in that place. It was just full of history. I mean, just tons of history there.
Hey, Joey and Joey, welcome in.
At one time, that was between Harrisburg, Kentucky, and Bardstown is,
Stagecoach.
24, probably 50 miles difference in there. And that was it was a stagecoach road that separated those two, and those were the only places to get a bite to eat, rest your horses. There might have been a stagecoach place in Springfield, I think, maybe. But, I mean, you're looking at, it was out in the middle of nowhere back in the day. So,
and the Jailer's Inn is actually right next door to that.
Right next door, yeah.
Where you going, Harley? You want down?
But that town has a lot of history in it.
Yeah.
It has a whole lot of history.
A lot of places. They have the Pioneer Cemetery right behind it, too. Mm-hmm. Yes, Harley's telling me that the radio's going over there, so I'm going to have to go check it out with him.
I'll go.
You can tell him about the cemetery that's all there.
Yeah, there's a cemetery in the back there that has a lot of pioneers buried there, has some famous military people buried there. That's what it's actually, I believe it's actually called the Pioneer Cemetery, I think it is. So it's really neat. It's all wine. It even has the crypts and stuff, and we can do a tour of that anytime too, and stuff like that. something else that me and her talked about this year doing. We live around so many little small towns. Every place we go to is like a little small town, and the small towns all have such a historic main street. And we thought about every time making a list, and every time that we go to that main street or we go to that town, for us to do a walk of their main street and tell about some of the history of it. Not going into big detail, but just the minor parts of it. And then do the Main Street walks. I was talking to them about doing the Main Street walks of everything.
Sorry guys, like I said, the neighbor's blasting his music, so it's got Harley all shook up, so.
24 hours a day to do that, and he does it the 1 hour we're doing our...
Yeah. He hasn't done it all week, but now that we're doing our live, he wants to blast the music and get Harley to barking, so I apologize for that.
Yep, sorry about that. But that's what people with no life do to other people.
Yeah. But if there's a topic for these lives that you all would like to talk about, drop them down in the comments below, and we could schedule those. Just have a night of talking about a certain subject, and everybody join in.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier today. Would it be better for us to have, like, okay, we're going to talk about a certain subject each time we do these instead of just talking random like we are? I feel like sometimes I'm rambling on too much stuff. But if you'd like to do them with a specific topic, that would be fine too. I mean, we'd be prepared to talk about it the whole time. So just let us know about that.
Hi, Cynthia. Yeah, Gigi. I know they bark, but like I said, it's just you want to go ahead and do it live, and one time you do it, the neighbors make so much noise. And we live out in the country, so that tells you how loud his music is.
Yeah, he's a quarter of a mile up the road.
Yeah. See here. Appreciate everybody dropping the links and
thank you for doing that. So is there anything out there you guys would like to discuss tonight? We told you a bunch of our stuff coming up and stuff we was going to do.
Yeah.
So anything you all would want to get into talking about?
Hey DP. Native Wildman says Bloodstone is his favorite.
We've kind of been tied to the house here lately a little bit, just house and work, because we've had so much bad weather. But that's Kentucky in January. That's to be expected. But even while we're here, we're still planning on we're making notes and maybe getting some things ready to be doing as soon as the weather does break.
Phil, no, we're not homeless. Apparently, you can see we're doing live from our home.
Thank you for your comment, though.
We appreciate you asking. Hey, Kenny. Talk about the beautiful snow. Now listen, Batman.
Oh, man.
This snow.
Yeah.
You all are out there in the warm weather in California. We want to be out there, so let's trade spots. You all come here with the snow and the cold weather, and we'll take your spot. How about that?
Yeah, I would love to be out there and visit that. I'll be right back.
And we're going to take care of the boss. I don't mind the snow. It's when we get the ice with it because, you know, it gets so dangerous. Of course, as far as power outages, it's okay for us because, you know, we have backup generators. We always keep all that stuff on hand and stock because, you know, living out in the country, you need to keep that stuff. Gigi, can I share some certain cleaning products that I like? Well, I use all different types. One of my favorites for the clean the shower, though, I would tell you, is the Scrubbing Bubbles because it really cleans and foams. That's one of my favorites, and I just use a lot of all-purpose cleaners, some with bleach. So it all depends, really. Alright, Batman said, let's do it. This polar bear needs it. So you're more than welcome to have it.
I'm back. Yeah, I've seen all the snow that I want. Used to as a kid, it didn't bother me too bad, but now being an adult, getting out on the roads and all that.
And as you get older too, it goes to hurting your bones.
It does. It does. It makes a big difference. We also had a lot of power outages when we had ours.
That's what I was telling them about.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only thing we worry about is ice, but we're always prepared because we have, living out in the country, we're always prepared.
Just like I told her when that ice storm started, it's not. If our lights go out, it's when our lights go out. And they did go out, what, 2 hours after that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we fired up the generator and plugged up our deep freeze, plugged up majorly the TV.
He was walking the floors without television, you guys. Even though we did have the power packs for the phone to keep the battery up on that, so we were watching some YouTube videos. That was the only thing that's keeping him going, but then he got to I gotta have my television.
Well, we work so much, and we're always working doing something, and then most time we're always, if we're not working we'll work here, and we're working on projects here. I love TV. I like to sit and watch a little TV and relax, and love YouTube.
Yeah, Daniel, Kim, you are pretty close, so hopefully one day we'll be able to get together and do a collab video as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be neat. There's so much in this area to do. It's a lot of forgotten history. It's a lot of stuff here that you drive by every day and you don't even realize that's where a major battle went on right there.
Yeah, I found out a lot of that.
Or you, where was it we drove by? Oh, we drove by this place in Bardstown. We used to go to a butcher shop over there, and come to find out that was the very first paved road in the state of Kentucky. The Bardstown Road, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right on there? It was the very first paved. They paved it for military access. Yeah. And we drove by that 100 times before going to the butcher shop over there.
Welcome in, Samantha. Good to see you.
But
and Kev says he gets a little bit of snow in Poland.
Oh yeah. In Poland?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We had a question earlier today.
Thank you for coming in, Timo. We know they're in Switzerland, different time zone, but we appreciate you coming in, and you have a good night.
In Poland, what is a comfort food for you guys over there? I'm curious about that. I'm a foodie. I love that kind of stuff. But yeah, and it's not just here in this area. It's like everywhere. You'll go, what?
I was reading Kenny. He said he just walks in the house and remembered we had some battles right here, him and Debbie.
Oh yeah, there's battles.
Right in their own home.
Yeah. There might have been a scuffle. Might have been a scuffle here a time or two.
Yeah. Everybody has those sometime or another.
No bloodshed though. Everything's good. But I like history too, and Martha loves history too. And like all these small towns in America, they all have a story, and it's like over in other countries too. Every little town has a story behind it. And I love that kind of stuff. I mean, it's you will go, like I said, every town you'll go by bridges. Well, there was an iron bridge. Okay, there was an iron bridge that I used to drive across every day to go see, or every week to go see my sister. When my sister is a lot older than me, she's 75 years old, so I kind of watch after her and stuff. So, and I would go over that iron bridge for at least once a week to visit her, just nothing else to say hello and check on her. And that iron bridge had so much history, and I never knew about the history till they tore the bridge down and they put it up with a little flat concrete bridge. But that iron bridge was so beautiful. I mean, it had all the big boats and the rivets in it and stuff. You could tell that thing was really built. Never knew anything about the history of it. Went over 100 times. And then after they tore it down, they had a big write-up in the paper that thing was full of history. The people from, actually Italy, I think, built that bridge. And that was unreal how they done that. So, I love learning stuff about that. Well, the boss is back.
Well, he won't quit barking because there's music over there, so I don't want to keep it interrupting the stream with it.
Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. We'll get everything situated. But yeah, we got a lot of things planned for this year.
Hey Nate, welcome in.
Look forward to sharing them with you, and we will get this live feed set up on a routine. I like having a routine. Like Like we'll do it a certain day of the month. It's kind of hard for us to do that because we're always doing so much running and stuff on the weekends.
It's hard for me to set it up ahead of time, like
Yeah.
weeks ahead of time, because, like I said, we got so much stuff going on.
We can't say, okay, we're going to be here every third week of the month or something like that. But we could say, okay, we're going to be here in 2 days. We might narrow it down to that maybe. If that would work for you all, or would you need a bigger notice or something like that, let us know.
Now, Chief, you had to leave because you had to go eat your pork chops.
Mmm. Good old pork chops. I can talk about food 24/7. That's just me.
Now, this is what, our third live.
Yeah, and we're gonna really start doing what we're doing. We're getting all the kinks with the internet situated. I think tonight, after we got started, are you okay on this side?
What?
With the way things are running now?
Yeah, I just wish we were trying to squeeze into this phone. I'd
Yeah,
rather have
okay.
it on the laptop.
So we'll get the bugs out of that this week, and or here in the next week or so. And if nothing else, we'll just do it the way we're doing it because I think it's working a little better. She's better at all this computer stuff than what I am. I can do the basics but that's I love learning things. I'm not gonna tell you how I'm old enough to know better, but I never want to stop learning. I want to learn something all the time. Whether it's a recipe, whether it's how to fix something or how to do something, I love it. I love history, and I love history of our country, and I love histories of other countries too. That really intrigues me, I guess you could say, because I love knowing about the customs of other countries, and I love knowing their especially their food habits and stuff like that. And
well, Kenny, this is the crazy part. I was trying to set it up on my laptop, but I don't know if the signal was just acting crazy today, but it never would come up on the laptop to start the live. So then it ended up going on our phone.
Yeah.
Starting it over there because after 3 rounds of trying to get it on the laptop, so then once we got it up on the phone, I clicked on my laptop so I could see the chat feed because on my phone it's not showing the chat feed.
Yeah,
So
we can't see
we
anything
got
on
two
the-
things
on there.
going at once here. So
she's
I'm
having
not-
to read from the laptop,
Yeah.
and then talking to the cell phone. So we'll get them all linked up.
Harley's always a happy camper. He's always into something, Chief. But
Mhm.
when that music starts
Yeah.
over there at the neighbors, it gets him wound up.
Yeah, get you wound up. He wants us to know. He hears something, and he wants us to know that he's letting us know something's not right. You know.
Of course, we're getting some trolls in here, so if anybody wants to take care of it, they can. If not, I'll get it. Yeah, Nate, we do cemetery videos as well. We do a lot of mixture of all different adventures, we call it.
We've done a lot, and plan on doing a lot more. We done the big ones in Lexington and Louisville, and those, and had some celebrities in there. I mean, that's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, Gigi, that's why we do them. We like to just hang out and instead of, being on a business level, get on a personal level, get to know everybody and hang out.
Yeah. I get excited about him. She does too.
See, he got wound up. He's hot.
Yeah, he's done worked up a pant.
Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, he's past due on his haircut, so he's getting one Thursday though. So
Yeah, he goes Thursday for his hairdo. You gotta go to the beauty shop, don't you? Yeah, you do, don't you?
He doesn't like all this hair either, so
Yeah.
he gets too hot.
And he's the only dog that I've ever seen that loves a BATH. Oh, not now, later, okay?
What?
BATH.
Oh yeah, he loves it.
Loves it.
Hi Kendra, welcome in.
If we're missing anybody that's getting on there, we're sorry that it's I can see now it's scrolling a little fast, so she's trying to keep up with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're running off 2 different things here, so
Yeah. We're gonna get it out.
it wasn't meant to be for a live tonight, but we were bound determined.
We
Hey,
were gonna do this
we
one way
said
or
we were
another.
going live. We're going to get it done one way or another. If we
We're
had to have 4 things running, we'd run
Yeah,
4.
we're squished up, but we're gonna do it. We're DIYers. We do it. You got to.
Batman says his husky loves the BATH as well.
Oh, well, good.
He'll pout if you don't get his every week.
Yeah, if he don't get one, he
Yeah.
pouts. We'll say, what's wrong with you? All we have to do is say that word and it perks him up.
Tap the screen and push it up on my phone, Kenny. Is that what you're talking about? Let me try it here. No. I've got it on all messages, but it's still not coming on the screen.
Yeah. We'll do some experimenting with it this week and do some research on it and get it figured out. I'd like to be able to do it just on the laptop, but I think this laptop is so old, we're going to have to get a new laptop and get that. I think that'll help us a whole lot. She's like me. She hangs on to stuff until it's worn out. And
Thanks, Chief. Appreciate it.
I do my
Somebody
vehicles.
boot.
I do my vehicles like that too. When I get done with the vehicle, that thing is ready for a scrap pile. I've got an old truck out there that I'm going to do some DIY videos on. It has over 326 on it, 326,000 miles on it. And I will drive that thing till the wheels are falling off of it.
Well, the reason I keep this laptop because I've got so many CDs.
Yeah, she has a lot of stuff loaded
so
on
I
it.
play it on speakers and listen to music
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it a lot too.
Yeah, well, you keep that one, then when you get your
Yeah.
new one, then we'll transfer it, you know. But we had this same conversation the other day about I had some old toolboxes in the shop out here, and she's like, "You need to get rid of those." I'm like, "Well, there's nothing wrong with them, but they are beat up, and worn out, and everything else." And
Kenny
like,
says he does too.
"Do you hang on to stuff too all the time?" I do. I mean, especially in this economy, you got to use it till it's just worn out.
Exactly, Chief. Thank you. Let's see, Tim says Walmart has laptops on sale.
Hey, cool.
We're definitely going to check on eBay and
Yeah, we need to
Walmart.
check on both of them.
We're definitely going to get one here in the next few weeks because I don't know, just it's not meant to be. My laptop says no more. I can't do it anymore.
and I'll go back to that too.
Yeah.
When I have a vehicle that's starting to give me more trouble than it's worth, that thing's out of there. You know, especially out here. I mean, you break down like the way I go to work. You break down out there out there, you're out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, seriously. So, yeah, when it starts giving you more trouble than it's worth, get rid of it.
Yeah, that's the reason I keep this, Gigi, because I've got so much music loaded on it, and if I just keep it for that, that's fine. But I thought, well, I'd
be
try
good
it
for that.
tonight, bring it out. Since the new one apparently hasn't worked from the start, so I said, well, I'll pull out Old Faithful, but
Yeah, we're going to scrap that.
it said no to, so we're
Old
just going to
Faithful.
use it for music.
I'm sorry. Old Faithful's better than the new one was. And the new one's been rebuilt. It was new, then rebuilt to be new, and then just sitting there again. It looks good. All the graphics look good, but it's a big paperweight. It's not even worth the time to fool with it. But like she told me earlier, when something's run its course, let it go, move on. That's the best thing to do.
Let's see here. Thank you, Paranormal Walks, for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, we know with this time difference with everybody, we appreciate you coming in.
Thank
if
you all
need
for
to
coming.
go,
We know, we understand.
Like I said, this was just a little hangout. Everybody
Yeah,
get to
just
know
something
each
we can pop
other.
up. And,
Subscribe to everybody's channels.
but we're going to start doing it on at least a monthly time. And be honest, I was telling her, we was talking the day before yesterday, I'd like to do it on a bi-weekly. And then if it goes over good and everybody's enjoying it and we're all enjoying the content and stuff, we might do it a weekly thing. We can't guarantee the time on the weekly thing because we're so busy, but...
Gigi said she likes my horseshoe necklace.
Oh yeah, we love the
No,
horse
it's not
races.
my lucky charm. It's just where we go to so many horse races and Keeneland, the Derby and stuff. Wayne got that for me one year, so I wear it all the time.
I'd never been to a horse race till me and her got together, and my brother was a big horse guy when he was alive, and at one time he had like 14 horses, and he's like, "You have never been to Keeneland and watched the horses race?" And I'm like, "I've never been." He said that you can go up there and have a great time. You don't have to spend a fortune, but it is one of the best things ever. And I was like, "Oh, whatever. I don't know if I like watching on TV." So when me and her got together, I was thinking of something fun we could do, and I said, "Let's go to Keeneland. Let's go." So we loaded up, went up there. It was the best time that I'd have had. We had a ball. We were there all day long.
Hi, Lisa.
So it's become a tradition. We either hit the spring meet or we hit the fall meet. I mean, you can go up there and bet on every race they have. Eat a little something. Now, if you do drink the alcohol, is very expensive. I mean, um, it's expensive. But it is good. I mean, they do mix good drinks and everything like that. I mean, like if you get the first time we went up there, we got a Bloody Mary, and I walked over to the lady and I said, 2 Bloody Marys, one spicy, one not spicy. She said, yes, sir. And they use Grey Goose vodka. I mean, they use everything good. So I was going to give her a 20 and tell her to keep the change. I had to reach back in there and get another 20 out. I mean, they were like $14 a piece. I mean, so.
Let's see here. Kev said he used to go to the Epsom Derby race every year.
Now, is that, now, over here, like Keeneland runs, they have a dirt track. And then they also have a turf track too, which is inside the other track. Where's he from now? What do they run on at the track you're at? Do they run on the turf or the dirt, as they call it?
Thank you, Daniel and Kim. You guys are too. Great people in here. We
really enjoy talking to everybody. I enjoy talking to all. We see your names and everything, but I enjoy conversing with everybody too. The famous Churchill Downs, we went to that.
So Nate, you're gonna mix up your channel some this year?
We put our videos of the Keeneland up, didn't we?
Yeah. They're back. If you scroll back to last year's videos, you'll see some of the racetracks in Keeneland.
And when you go to these places, you'll pull up there and you'll see this big old place and you'll think, my God, it's so expensive to go in there. Is everything okay?
No, I mean, Kev, he said the Epsom Derby is a total event, the richest flat race on turf in the world.
Oh, yeah, cool. That's neat. It's weird when we see them, they don't run a lot on turf over here. But so when you see them run on it, it's kind of neat when they come around there like that. But like at Keeneland, I mean, you can, like, we got a little secret spot that we go to. Everybody else is over here in the bleachers and stuff. We go down toward the end and get up by the rail, and man, you can feel the air when they come around there. It's so neat.
Now, Batman, he said he's got a dirt car track around there, but no horses.
Yeah,
we got some dirt tracks around here too.
We got some dirt tracks around here too. Yeah. Now, like I said before, when you go to Churchill Downs, you'll pull up this place and you'll think, my God, it's so expensive to go in this place. You can park, you can go in there and bet the minimum bet, and I'm not talking about why. The minimum bet on every race, you and your date, your wife, or your buddy, bet on every race and still spend less than $100 and be there all day. Now, that's not counting your drinks and stuff like that, but still. I mean, it's like a $2 minimum bet on a race. I mean, the first time we went there, I was feeling froggy. I was going to spend some big money. So I put $5 on one. She had picked the horse out because it had something to do with a pistol or something. I don't know what it was. I put $5 on him to win.
I pick it out by the names.
Yeah, she goes by the names. I kind of look at the odds, but I don't always look at But I kind of look at them. So normally we'll bet $2 to $5 a race. I mean, we're not gonna go in there and spend a fortune. But for some reason, I must have had a big old bonus or something, so I put $5 big on it, and she actually won it, and she won enough to where we could drink all day off her winning. So we could done good on that one. That was the first time we went there. So then I wanted to. You can order these horseshoes. They're actually what they are. They're training horseshoes. You can get them online, and they're aluminum because they don't want to wear out the horse's hoofs or whatever. They don't. I don't know what they run on in the races, but I know these are what they call training horseshoes. And I have aggravated the fire at her about getting me one. So we finally, and what they do, you get the horseshoe and you get a little bit of dirt in there because you get it, and it actually comes off the track. We had a big controversy here several years ago. It's been a long time ago, that they took out all the sand and all the dirt, and they put in some kind of rubber like they do at the playgrounds. You know, like the kids have at these playgrounds, is rubber. Everybody had such a fit over that. The attendance dropped down. Nobody wanted to come see the races because, hey, they're not running on real dirt. They're running on some kind of, I forgot what they even called it. I used to know what they called it. But anyway, the whole reason for them doing that was it's supposed to drain the track a lot faster. They were supposed to be able to run in a pouring down rainstorm. But anyway, they took that out so fast and put that sand and dirt back in there and make your head spin. And attendance went back up. It was so funny though how that affected. Everybody likes the tradition of either the turf or the dirt. So
I agree, Nate. I'd like to do a dirt track video as well. Maybe we can get Gigi and Batman to do a video of their dirt track up there.
Oh yeah.
Let us see that one too.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Let's see. Kev says, I've always wanted to go to the Grand National Stampede Chase race. It's the biggest field in fences and racing up in Liverpool.
Oh man, that'd be neat too.
And then Native wants to know what all kinds of history are we interested in? A lot.
Anything, yeah.
Anything to do with history, we're interested in it.
I like the history of the towns, the history of the architecture. I love the architecture too, by the way, yeah. And a lot of these little towns, and I'll give you an example. We were in a town last night that it's right outside Lexington, and we were going in this store, and we just looked right to the side of it, and there was you could tell by looking at it, it was one of the original structures of this town. And I'm sitting there thinking, that has been there for 200 years. Look at the people that have come and gone out of that room or out of that house too. And somebody was living in it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They built a big back porch on it, but you could tell and this town has tons of history. Well, I'll tell you, I can say where it was. It was in
Versailles.
Yeah, Versailles, Kentucky. Yeah, it has a lot of history.
It was the original little house that they kept, but they added on to the back.
Yeah.
That way they still had the original structure, and it was so neat to see.
And it makes you think, how many people has walked in that door in 200 years? Or, did they walk in there mad one day? Did they walk in there happy? It makes you wonder the history of stuff like that.
Let's see. Batman says, over here it would be an X-rated video, so we will not go there.
Oh, look out now.
No, let's not go there. What's the one here called? Not here, but a couple hours away from us, the dirt track. What's it called? Trying to think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Are you talking about the horse racing?
No, the race car track.
No, it's not a dirt track. It's a NASCAR track in Sparta, Kentucky.
No.
Oh.
Up towards London or somewhere in that area.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I cannot think of the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
Bardstown used to have one. Had a dirt track, and it was awesome. I mean, it was great. I went over a couple of times and watched that, and it was so fun to watch these old guys get out there and race. And I mean, they raced hard. I thought it was gonna be fast, but I had no idea how they had these cars souped up. And where I sat, you didn't want to be sitting at this end of the track, because when they come around this way, you're getting all the dirt off it. I mean, even though it's a dirt track, and you're still getting that dust, and you can be covered. But it really impressed me how powerful those motor cars were coming around through there.
Appreciate you coming in, Kev. You have a good night.
And come to find out now, I was talking to a guy that I work with. Him and his brother was over there. They used to race cars right over. So I probably watched him and his brother racing, didn't even know it. That's funny how things like that happen. People, right around you are doing crazy things. And this guy, looking at him, you looking at this guy, you think he'd be one of the ones going 10 mile an hour in the fast lane. Mm-hmm. But he was over there running dirt track cars.
I was reading Batman's comment. He says people go to things like this with no clothes on, looking for something or looking to offload something.
Oh my Lord.
Gigi, where are you letting him go? How did he know that?
That's Walmart. I know it is. It's got to be Walmart. Oh my God. You wouldn't believe. We're going to start filming some of the sights we see at Walmart. Of course, I'm older.
Lasagna sounds good.
Oh, that does sound good. You got a homemade recipe for that lasagna? I love to hear new recipes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is it just me where I'm an old fogey now?
Tim, we're just on until everybody wants to get off. Everybody wants to talk, but you go ahead and go get your dinner. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
Don't stay on here and not go get your dinner, go ahead and go eat.
Yeah, we're just hanging out, enjoying ourselves, and thank you for showing up, though. I don't know if I'm just old fashioned or what it is. I mean, I try to think I'm a little hip. I don't know, but when I was a kid, and my mom and them, like, we didn't go to the mall because I grew up in the middle of the country, out in the middle of nowhere, out on a farm. So when they said you want to go to the mall in Lexington or you want to go to the mall in Louisville, I mean, you got dressed up, you took a shower, you were going to church on Sunday, not church clothes, but I mean, you wore your nice hip clothes or whatever.
At least combed your head
And
anyway.
you combed your hair and you put maybe a little cologne on. I mean, you would have never went in your house slippers or your pajama bottom, but nowadays you see that all the time. I mean,
some of y'all might do that.
And that's fine. It's no big deal, but it's just different for me. You know, I see
Hey,
that.
Wolfenham, good to see you. And then, unfortunately, it's a frozen lasagna.
Hey, they're good
but
too.
I do know how to make a good lasagna.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, we had a frozen lasagna last week. It was one of the best ones I ever had. Remember I told you that?
You're welcome. Hi, Josh. Good to see you. Welcome in. Everybody subscribe to everybody's channel.
Yeah.
Share out your links. Like I said, for those just coming in, we've had some technical difficulties, so we've got a phone running and a laptop trying to.
I'm looking at this, but I'm really talking to you, so.
The phone's not showing the chat, and then the laptop's showing the chat, but it's behind in the video.
But we're doing better than we did last time, because last time we didn't have this one going, right? We only had the phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are up one. That's a plus, right? We don't give up. We'll keep trying. We want to get these on a routine basis where we may start out once a month. We may go down to once every 2 weeks, but eventually I'd like to do it once a week. But our schedule is so busy, it would be hard to say we're going to do this every Friday at 6 o'clock. There's no way we can do that because we don't know what's coming up.
Native says a lot of towns in Kansas have a lot of rich history.
Oh yeah, a lot of history out there.
Got the World War II going. Mm-hmm. So much history in the town where Daniel and Kim live.
And that's like a lot of it. You'll drive by it every day and don't even realize it till it's done gone, or don't even realize that what all happened there.
I don't know if I'm going to say your name correct, but Diley says they've had issues with chat sometimes and had to toggle all chats to see everyone in chat. That's kind of what we're doing too. We're toggling back and forth, so I'm not sure what the issue is.
Yeah. It's all about learning. Just learning and get the bugs out of everything.
Let's see, Batman says we don't partake in all that. And this town around here is about that as why just as soon as I get as rich as I'm ugly, I can get half. Thank you for coming in, Lisa. You have a good night.
Thank you.
Didn't even realize this abandoned urban government center was even abandoned until a month ago. And it had been abandoned since 2015. We're finding that a lot too in towns we go to that you don't realize they've been abandoned for that many years.
Yeah, they've been abandoned forever.
Mm-hmm. And so much history in them.
I found out the other day, I might have mentioned it on our last chat or something, that in the paranormal realm, the Bobby Mackey bar and nightclub, they tore it down.
They're building a new one back on the same property.
Yeah, they're going to build a new one on the same property.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm going to tell you something. That stuff doesn't go too far, so we're going to definitely probably check that out. I wanted to get there before the other one, but it just wasn't possible. We had too much going on. But
and Nate says he's built a platform bed for his van yesterday, so he doesn't have to get a hotel room. That's a good idea.
Hey, that is a good idea.
We've talked about doing that too.
Yeah. I love DIY things like that you do, and we've always talked about getting a van, customizing it, and cross country. We've always wanted to do something like that.
Well, have you got a video up of that, Nate?
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
That's another issue we're having. We're not getting notifications, and
Yeah.
then a lot of the channels that we've watched for so long, they disappear on our feed. So then I'm having to actually go in and type in everybody's channels, and of course there's so many of them that it's hard to remember them all and
Right.
get them in to read everything and watch it. All right, Nate, we'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Well, Helen, sorry to hear that, but nobody asked you to come in here anyway, so if you don't like it on here, why are you on here?
But any DIY.
That's pretty rude, so.
Yeah. Any
She's saying she hates us.
Oh, well, thank you. Any DIY projects like that are interesting. I mean, people can come up with so much neat stuff. And then after you actually see how they do it, you're like,
Appreciate that, Diley.
man, that's really cool.
If I'm saying that correctly. Yeah. You always gotta have some trolls coming in, but that's okay.
That's okay. But yeah, when you if you all right, say for example that how he built that bed in his van. If he would have bought one like that, they'd add on an extra 10 or 15 grand for something like that. My dad was big on vans when I was growing up. He always had a van, and he always had a little refrigerator in there. And one time he had one that had a little sink in it. It had a sink, a little refrigerator. It actually had a TV and a VCR. And man, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And we take that on vacation, and that was so neat. He'd say, reach back there in the fridge and grab me a bottle or grab a water or something like that. He thought he's so cool doing it.
We'll definitely check that video out. Agree, Batman. I don't know. Like I said. Exactly. I'll say, hey, thank you for your comment. If that's the way you feel, and then I'll go ahead and just take them off. Or any of the moderators here that, if that stuff comes in, you all go ahead and put them in timeout as well. Take them off.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing anything wrong. We're just out here trying to talk and comment with everybody and enjoy each other's company and get everybody's comments and opinion on things you all want us to do, and we'll do it. We'll try our best to do any video you want us to do.
So Nate said paid $80 of lumber for 7 2x4s and 3 4x4s.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, that thing's not going anywhere. That's going to last for a long time. I'm going to show...
Thank you, Gigi.
I was telling her earlier, too, that I thought I may do some bourbon barrel... Some stuff we've been seeing at the different malls and different places like that. They're charging an outrageous price for this stuff. And I'm going to show you guys how... I've actually got the slates, what they call them. They're a bourbon barrel is made up of several pieces of lumber. And what they do, they take them apart and dismantle the bad ones. And then they sell those. And people repurpose them. I know for sure I've got 3 different projects I'm going to show you guys here in the next, I'm not going to say within the next few months. They're selling these things for like 30, 40 bucks, and you can make them for like way less than that. And I could sell those at the peddler's malls or whatever and undercut them so much, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it first. We're going to do the video, and we're going to show the completed project, and they really look cool when they're done. I mean, it looks really nice, and it's the same thing they're selling for way more than what they should be.
I bet your prices in California are probably a lot higher than ours. How much, if you know, Batman, how much is lumber going for out there? And then Daniel said he'd love to take us to an old jail in their town that was built in the 1800s.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
We'll definitely have to try to get out that way, Daniel. Getting collab with you and Kim.
Yeah, that'd be neat. Right now I haven't been for a while, but a 2x4 stud, which is not 8 foot long, it's like 92 inches long, is $3 and I'm going to say 58 cents, something like that, I think, here in Kentucky. Now, that's been a couple of months ago since we got some. We need to go get some more, too, because I've been in trouble for not hanging some shelves for her, so.
Well, wait, I'll make a comment first. I'm going to read this. It says, apartment I live in is haunted by Crystal and Austin. I've caught shadow figures in the live stream I just did a while ago. I'm definitely going to come over and check that out.
Oh, that's cool. That is, yeah.
If you've watched some of our videos, you can see that,
yeah.
You know, how Wayne collects all his antique toys, that we've had spirit
mess with
attachments
that,
come
yeah.
in here too as well. So,
Man, I didn't know that those things would go with those things like that so
Yeah.
much, but we really had a lot of,
But
hardly getting pinched,
yeah,
hardly getting touched, and him jumping around and looking and watching something walk across. I couldn't see it. She couldn't see it. He could see it because he was just. You could just see his head turning, watching it walk across the room.
well, I saw the shadows.
But she's. Oh, I'm sorry.
and
You did see
yeah.
a shadow figure.
And we did see the little boy run between us in the kitchen
Yes.
that night. Yeah. I ordered a set of they're called the cat balls, but a set of, I call them spirit balls, where they light up for motion. They went through 4 of those already
Burn them up.
They just use them so much.
And then where I had my toys at one time was an open closet, and she would set those in her bar, and at a certain time, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that. That thing was
Yeah, sometimes it's 6 a.m. Sometimes it was 11 at night.
It was the time that I was seeing them was at 4, right before it would go off in the morning because I was like, I would wake up and check the alarm and then turn over and that thing would be going off in there every day like that.
See, Batman says 2x4 by 8 foot is around $5.
Okay,
California.
So I thought they'd be more than that out there, but they really come down since COVID. All that, man. Oh, what was it? I think a 2x4 during COVID was like $8 or $9 here. It was unreal. That was price gouging. That was. I know it was.
And then Nate said he's going to try it out this weekend because he's going to go do a town tour in the Lake City, South Carolina. So,
oh man, cool.
Definitely film that, Nate, so we can see how it does for you.
Yeah.
Sounds neat.
Yeah, let us know if it's comfortable. I guarantee it is. Now,
Diley, am I saying your name correct? I don't want to keep saying it wrong. You said a male entity? Yes, definitely there is one here. Yep, you picked up on that.
And I think he wears glasses.
Yep.
Because when I have a different set of glasses. I don't wear glasses, these are just readers. But when I put my wire, like my round readers on, Harley freaks out.
But with, I started the video of doing the project of Wayne's toy room where I showed you all I'd built some shelves. I've put 2 walls of shelves in this room and I've painted it.
And I love it.
Yeah,
they look great.
I was trying to do a surprise for him for Christmas and I got all that done and then I was like, still don't have room. So I told him to go in there and add some more shelves where he wants it to.
But what she done looked great. I was so tickled with it. It looked like a log cabin. I loved it.
But once we get it all organized and finished, I'm going to finish the video so y'all can see how much antique toys he has.
But after us redoing her closet, taking everything out, I didn't realize after she put all these over 14 shelves up, we still have 4 totes of toys. I didn't realize it. So I kind of got carried away this year. I've been collecting since November of last year.
Yeah.
But I didn't really play with a lot of toys as a kid. I was more of a BB gun, bow and arrow, building forts and stuff, I guess, as a kid. But then after I got older, we found this one fire engine at a mall in Georgetown.
Yeah.
And when I picked that thing up, I was just like, I think this is the neatest thing ever. It's like, how many people, this thing was probably from like the 30s, I think it was. How many people's held this over the years? How many people's owned this? And I just got hooked on it. And I just started just collecting. And I kind of got overwhelmed. I think I got issues.
Yeah, I said, it's official. You have a problem when you don't have enough space to put all your toys.
Yeah, when you build 14 shelves and it don't hold all your cast iron toys, and we'll do a video of that. We'll show you what she built, and we'll wait till we get all the toys up or something.
Yeah, well.
We can do it in stages. We'll do it in stages and show you.
And Nate said he laid in it this afternoon, started the van and turned on the heat, and he almost fell asleep.
He was out.
Well, I'm glad that it was that comfortable for you.
That's going to be a good one then. We've always wanted to do a white Econo van. What do you call those? A panel van. I think they call them a panel van. And then put a little fridge, little hot plate, a generator on the back. I see a lot of them that get this thing that hooks onto your Reese hitch, the little basket that you can put a generator on, and it will run that whole thing. And it's outside, and you won't get the fumes from it or anything like that. That would be neat. Mm-hmm. We've always wanted to do that and then go all the way across country, California. Good old California. That's my goal to get there.
Thank you, Gigi. I've worked in there for several weeks, painting and putting up the shelves and moving all the toys through there.
I can't believe all that stuff she done. It was
Yeah.
unreal. I was like, good Lord, you got like octopus hands? I don't say you had all the boards.
Well, it was our exercise room because the closet in our bedroom was getting too full. He didn't have room, so then I thought, well, we had just put in a screened-in front porch, so I said, well, I'm going to move all the exercise equipment out there, use it out there, and then that freed up the room for him to have the whole room for nothing but his antiques. So it worked out pretty good.
It did. But I got to come up with more shelves now. So.
Daily I do as well. I can see, hear them, figures, mist orbs. Yep. It is a lot to explain, but I understand exactly what you're talking about. And it is a blessing to be able to have that gift. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
There for a while, you know, growing up with it, it was almost like it was so scary to have, but as you grow older and realize what's going on and the more knowledge you have of it, you know that it is actually a gift that you're given. So
And she gets so excited about it too.
yeah, I guess.
I get a little bit like, yee, and then she's
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go see. I'm like, I'm staying over here, and then she wants to go right up there too.
Nate says he has a 2007 Town and Country.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I love redoing stuff like that.
Riley's been investigating since 2009. Yep.
Does she get excited? Does she get excited about it too when she sees things and stuff? A lot of people fear away from it. I don't really fear away from it, but at first it shocks me, and then I kind of go into it because I know how excited it gets her about it.
One of my favorite pieces of equipment though is just a regular voice recorder. You just ask the questions and play it back, and you get so much evidence that way.
If you sit down and really listen to those recordings,
Mm-hmm.
now me, I'm not like her. I don't have any of the gifts or whatever. But she'll play them to me, hey, listen to this, and I'll put the headphones on, listen to it. You really can hear stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing what you can, if you just listen to it with an open mind, and you can hear what the things.
Nate also has a 1967 C10 project truck.
Oh yeah, that's a nice project truck right there. Man, those Chevys have really grown in value too. You got a gem right there.
Yeah, Gigi. I think I got it right here. Yeah. This is the one that I use. Let's zoom in there. I got it from Amazon. It's just the simple one. Record, stop, and play. And I'm thinking I paid like $20 for it, but it is so neat. Wayne done took off again. Welcome in, Seven Souls. Good to have you here. How's your weather in Florida? We're supposed to be down to, I think, 5 with the wind chill of 0 tonight, so we had some snow the last 2 days. Now, Batman, I think he's going in there. Let me show you. 5 o'clock somewhere, so I think that's where he's going. Let me get a drink here, guys. We had rain yesterday. Went from rain to snow. Hi, Brandon Augie. Welcome in. Everybody drop your links and subscribe to each other. Appreciate everybody coming in. We're just having a chat. No subject really. Just everybody talk and hang out and either ask questions or anything that you want to talk about is what we're talking about. Just hanging out and having fun tonight. So get to know everybody. That's neat, Nate, that you work from Walmart and get it for free. So yeah, Batman said you must have went for a bladder release, and I told him no. I think it's 5 o'clock somewhere release.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Said they're in a drought, and Seven Souls there in Florida. They've been getting wet and rainy weather, and a lot of cold weather down there too.
Oh yeah, I think the one we're about to get tonight's supposed to dip down into Florida. I think they said tonight. That's bad when it gets that far, south.
Yeah. Yeah, we're ready for spring already.
I'm ready for spring. If it's 35 or above, I'm fine. I mean, I'm fine with that. I know I live in Kentucky. But these winters are not as bad as they were when I was a kid. It seemed like it stayed cold forever when I was a kid. But
we're in Kentucky. Originally from South Carolina, born and raised, but live in Florida since 2008.
Love South Carolina and Florida. I used to spend vacation in Myrtle Beach every year with my mom and dad as a kid. And then we go to Florida. Love Florida.
See, I've been out west.
And she's out west. I'm
California
more of this area.
and all that area, Vegas and all that area, but.
And I wanna head that. I wanna see some stuff out that way now. We love to travel.
Well, Daniel, Kim, you all need to get out and do some videos, even if it's not paranormal. I'd like to see some of your videos the way you all were doing them around town.
Yeah, that's very interesting stuff like that is too.
All the little historical landmarks you all were doing.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do too. We're trying to mismatch everything. We love to do the paranormal, but we want to do other things too because we have so many different hobbies. I think sometimes too many hobbies for me. I've got so much planned that I want to do, but it's you work all week, you only have limited time, and a lot of stuff that we want to do is depend on the weather, like the kayaking, the fishing, the shooting the rockets off. If you work all week and it's beautiful and it rains all weekend, you're messed up out of all of them. So that's what we're trying to do. I might have to start playing hooky from work some. I think that's what I might have to do.
Yeah. Batman and Gigi are about 60 or 70 miles from where the fires are. Wow.
Ooh.
Are they?
Can y'all see the smoke? Probably.
I was gonna say, are they getting them under control? I haven't heard the last
I hope
few
they
days.
are. Yeah, I hope they are. So I did hear on the radio the other day they had like 9,000 firefighters.
Seven Souls said they're about 15 minutes away from Myrtle Beach. They're in Conway.
Man. Conway, yeah. We used to go through Conway the old way. I think they put a bypass in, but when I was a kid going down there in the late 80s, you would have to go right through Conway to get to Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
They say they're getting them under control. I hope so. They've already done. Did they ever say how those started? I never did hear.
Was it like a lightning strike, or did you? Surely to goodness it wasn't an arson thing. I hope not. But I used to get, when we were in that van going to Myrtle Beach and we hit Conway, I was like, oh, I'm getting all excited now. Because I knew I was just hop, skip, and a jump down the road from Myrtle Beach.
And Augie and Brenda are from Arkansas. It's very cold today there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've had
dipping down there.
Snow today, last 2 days, and rain. And then we're supposed to be, 5 with the wind chill of 0 tonight?
I think 5 tonight, and tomorrow's colder than that, I think. So I think it's coming your way too, I think.
Yep.
I hope all the chickens down there are warm.
Nate said he was in Conway, South Carolina for New Year's for the fireworks.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That'd been neat.
Yeah, it would have been. I bet it was warm too.
Gigi and Batman says they can smell the fire real strong and the ashes floating in the air.
Man,
but they're really not saying how they started, but they have their suspicions.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, that smoke does travel.
It travels.
Mm-hmm.
We had some smoke.
From Canada.
We had something. You couldn't see the ash or anything like that, but it was hazy here.
It was the wildfires.
I think it was wildfires in Canada. And we're a long way from Canada, so that's how bad they can be. I can't imagine what those firefighters are going through out there, Because they can be safe one minute, and I guess if the wind turns a certain way, they're just in direct danger, I think, out there. It's just They're so brave. I hope they're all. And 9,000 people. I mean, on one fire station. That's just unreal.
Let me check this battery. Still good.
You okay?
Yeah, I didn't want our battery to run out. I need to plug it up on the phone. Smelled burning rubber one night. Was that as the fires were starting? Is that what you're saying? Oh, and New Year's, Nate took the polar plunge.
Who did that?
Nate.
Ooh.
How was that polar plunge? Was that the first time?
That always seems so cool. They used to do that here in the Ohio River or something like that for charity or something. Yeah. Would they have a polar bear club or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
They had like the rescuers around there in case you went down and didn't come back up or something, but had a big whole. It was so neat to watch. There's a lot of people done that too.
Mm-hmm. You know they've been going for a while when they smelt the rubber.
Oh yeah, ain't that's bad. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that polar plunge.
So it was the first time. Let's see, my first time it took my breath, but after that it wasn't too bad.
You know what? I would probably give that a try.
Yeah.
I would do that. That would be so fun to do that.
They say it's actually good for your body, isn't it?
But he's awful brave to do it. I don't know if I get up there to it. Now, wait a minute. Are you wearing swimming trunks? These guys, let's put it this way. These guys that I saw do it in the Ohio River, where they were in Speedos. Did you wear a Speedo?
No. Yeah, everybody drop your links.
But don't get me wrong, it's going to be cold if you was wearing a three-piece suit. I would probably give that a try.
See, Brenda and Augie said they heard they had arrested a couple of people caught starting the fires. Wow, I hadn't heard that. He was in swimming trunks.
Oh, cool. That's it. It's going to be cold if you was wearing a three-piece suit, wouldn't it? You know, one of the things that irritates me is these people are going through all this stuff, and you've got people trying to loot. I do not understand that. What is in their mind? How despicable a person you got to be that a guy's house just burnt down and you're trying to loot it?
Yeah.
Evidently, they were trying to loot these mansions and just see if anything was saved or whatever, but still, that's just horrible.
Batman said, yeah, but I heard they let some go. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't, the only thing we've just heard on here, you know, is just about the fires and...
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about starting them or anything like that, but we've heard about the looting and stuff like that, but just like when they had all the floods in the Carolinas this year, there were idiots down there looting and stuff like that when people...
Nate said it was 47 degrees on the beach that day when he did the polar plunge.
Oh man, to me that's still in the water.
7 souls, no, I'm not brave enough to do that. Can't get in the cold water.
I don't
know, it would be cold.
It would be cold. But it's a quickie. Man, let me throw this out there to everybody. I know a guy that has, he's in a bungee jumping club. He's done it. I might have told you about him. GB. I won't mention his name, but I'll tell her about him later. She doesn't know him, but I do. I've talked about him before. And he's actually in the club that he meets with people that they do it off a big train trestle in Lawrenceburg. And we rode by that thing. You remember riding by it? I'm like, I wouldn't walk out there. But this guy, and looking at him, he is one of the most calm, quiet-spoken people you would ever meet in your life. But he's done it. And the last time he went out there, the guy says, do you want to touch the water this time? He says, yeah, I'll do that. And I said, well, how do you figure that out? He said, he just give me just a little more cord. I said, are you kidding me? He said, yeah. He gave me a little more cord. And I said, well, how deep did you go? He said, I went deep enough to plunge my face in and come back up. And he's actually in the club. So they do this. They meet up with these guys every year now, and they go out there and do this thing off a train track that is unreal high. I told him, I said, you are one brave dude for doing that, I'm telling you. I said, did he use a measuring tape or anything? He said, no, he just kind of stretched it out a little further.
No.
No way.
Not me. Nate did it on Holden Beach, North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Yeah, that's a beautiful area too.
He said, "Oh no, I get dizzy standing on a step ladder."
I'll be honest, I can do a lot of stuff, but I could never bungee jump. I could never do it. I just don't have it in me. And the people who do, you all are very brave. I could not do it.
Daniel, that's his weakness too. Said he still likes biscuits and gravy coming from a country boy.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's one. I'd rather have that for breakfast than anything anymore.
Yep.
Seems like the older I get, the simpler I get, and something simple like that is so good to me now.
Yep. Now, do you and Kim cook them, or are you talking about going out and getting them deep?
We love to on Sundays make a good homemade breakfast at home. We done that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
We split it up. I done the eggs. I'm sorry. She done. I done the potatoes, and we done a what would you call that? Home style.
Kind of like hash browns in a way.
Yeah, kind of like a home style country boy hash browns, I guess. Now I did know a secret on that today. I did do a little research on this, and take your potatoes, peel them, dice them, put them in cold water, keep rinsing them till the water turns clear like you would rice before you put it in a rice cooker. Then lay out your potatoes, make sure they're all good and dry before you put them in a hot oil.
Yeah.
Turned out 10 times better. They were crispy, they were crunchy, they were not soggy, and they weren't mushy. That worked out good. And then I done a little quickie homemade gravy to go with it, and then she done the eggs.
Kim says she used to make biscuits and gravy on the weekends sometimes.
But I like to do something different like that. We try to, especially on Sundays, I like to stay home and eat breakfast. And not only that, you save a lot of money doing that too.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel, where we live at, the closest one to us, when you go over by that thing, it is packed every weekend. But their prices have increased so much that we used to go there like for their Saturday night special. Like now, our Cracker Barrel, I'm pretty sure it's that way everywhere. They have ribs on their Saturday night special now. That is $18.99. And that's probably the most expensive thing Cracker Barrel has ever had on their menu. And
Appreciate you coming in, Seven Souls. And yeah, everybody subscribe to each other.
Yeah, pass it around.
You have a good night.
And I haven't ate those ribs yet, but for $18.99, they better be some good ribs in my book.
Yeah. Let's see. Kim made her gravy in the cast iron skillet. That's the best way to make it.
Oh yeah, them good old cast irons. You can't beat those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as we get this live stream worked out between the two, we'll start having people come up on panel with us.
Oh, cool. That'd be really neat. That way we can talk all together that way?
Yep.
Okay, good. See, she's the brains of this. I'm just the...
The screen will be divided and we'll be on one side and whoever...
Yeah, that'd be real good. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Brenda, the only activity that I'm still having left is the little boy. He shows up ever so often. But the rest of them, they've finally, once I did my investigations and everything, went through all that, they did eventually leave.
And the little boy didn't, he came in with the toys. So, somewhere, either on the shelf or in our totes that we have that we've collected, well, I've collected, he's connected to one of those toys. Because we never had any issues like that until then. So, I don't know whether he's connected to a train, to a tin. I don't collect any fabric toys. I only collect the tin toys, the die-cast toys, all kinds of Hubley and different toys like that. So it's not a stuffed animal or anything like that. It's definitely a cast. And this child could be from 1930s, as far as we know. I mean, we have a lot of stuff from 1920s, 1930s.
I'm still working with him. The only thing I've found out is his name is Paul. He's 7, so I haven't
We're gonna try to
got
narrow
any more
down.
information yet. I've been trying to narrow it down some more.
I actually thought about maybe once we find our cat ball and taking a cat ball and laying it with, I don't know how we do this, but putting it with each individual toy and telling him to light it up if it's his toy.
Well,
That would be hard to do, but
yeah. When I had the little bear in there around the toys, he would light the cat balls up all the time. So a specific toy, I haven't narrowed it down yet, but it was beside the little rocking horse ones and the little fire trucks. So
it may be a fire truck, yeah.
when we started moving everything from that room into the other room, he was making it known that he knew what we were doing, and I told him it was okay that we were moving the toys, that he could still stay, and we were going to move them to another room. And as soon as I said that, he lit the cat ball up.
Yeah.
In other words, saying okay.
We let him know that we wasn't going to hurt any of the toys. We were just going to move them in there and put them on shelves and let them sit. And because a lot of times they think if you touch their toy, you're going to, a child, especially a child, is like, oh, he's going to destroy it or he's going to throw it away. We let him know that we're going to take this toy, put it on a shelf and display it. We're not going to hurt it. We're not going to do anything to it. And that kind of calmed him down a little bit, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brenda, I haven't tried it on each toy yet, but I did have the EMFs in the closet, in the room where all the toys were, and I had them sitting up on the shelves, near the bear and all that, and they were going off constantly. But one day I did get a fire truck out and say, if you're a little boy, because this was at the time I was trying to figure it out, to light the cat ball up on the fire truck, and that's when it went off. So that's when I started getting into it. So, but I am gonna, once we get the room situated, I am gonna go through each individual toy and try to figure it out.
It'd be a lot easier when we get them out of the totes and get them all on a shelf. That way she can go maybe one each night or something like that. Then we'll set a video camera up across the room and let it record. That'd be a good time to use your video camera when we get out here.
But if you didn't hear in the beginning, we're transitioning. He has a lot of antique toys, and we did have them in a walk-in closet in our bedroom, but he's got so many, we've transitioned them all into a bedroom by themselves now, so, and building shelves, so we're getting that worked out, and then once all that's done, I will go in there and investigate some more.
That might be a good documentation to do one. Okay, we're going to do this section this week, we'll do this section this week, and then we'll document the activity.
Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, everything nothing I do is fake.
Yeah.
That's the point of when I started putting the paranormal on here, is to show the true side of it.
If you get something, you get something. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
There's no fake stuff to it.
Yeah.
We've been out 100 times and not get a thing. We've been out 5 times and got something every other time. But
you're not going to get something every time.
You're not going to get something every time. And the ones who say they do, they're not doing it right. I'm going to tell you that right now, because it is what it is.
Well, and there's sometimes a case of if it's a certain spirit, they have to warm up to you and get used to you even being there before they're going to speak a lot of times. So.
And the way she does it, she puts it out there and lets the instruments speak for themselves. If something shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Thank you, Batman and Gigi. You be careful and be safe at work tonight. We appreciate y'all coming in.
Yeah, have a good one and be careful. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Brenda. I definitely will. Like I said, once we get that room, I had already fixed, how many shelves did I make you?
14 shelves.
I'd already made him 4 shelves in there and put the toys out.
14
shelves and put the toys out, and he still has more toys. And I said, we're just going to have to, I'm letting him go in and add the shelves this time.
Now she's gonna let me.
Shelves, so.
Yeah, she done it on she took this one whole wall, and then she took what I was gonna say is an accent wall, because it's an odd shaped room. So, and it looked really good the way she done it, and But now we're gonna have more. She wanted to consult me before she started covering up more walls because she knows I have a desk in there that I'm gonna do doing a bunch of projects on and stuff. And so, but the 2 walls that she got done look great, and I love them. And I thought it would hold them all, but it's not holding all of them. So we got what?
I
4?
told you, I said it's official.
Yeah.
You know you have a problem when you put up that many shelves and you still don't have enough up.
Yeah, she wants to consult me in that room before she goes any further. So.
Daniel, we definitely will. Like I said, as soon as we get the laptop fixed, we will start doing some lives together. So we'll definitely let you and Tim know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'd be fun. We'll get that going, and but we got to get all the bugs out first.
But everybody, subscribe to everybody on here and check out everybody's channels. There's some great channels.
I've enjoyed all the conversations with everybody tonight. I hope we haven't bored you too bad. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Like I say, they will get better, and we'll get our format down a little better and get it more interesting, hopefully. But I've really enjoyed it.
We appreciate that, Gigi, and she said let you know that they appreciate you as well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate y'all showing up and everything you do. Thank you so much.
Definitely not, Daniel. And he said the paranormal is not fake. And also...
No, it is what it is. Yeah. If we thought that was what we had to do to make a video, I would never stand behind it, and definitely she wouldn't stand behind it. So it is what it is. So.
Well, that was the only reason I started putting the paranormal on here. It wasn't for the channel views. It was just to show my proof and evidence that it does exist.
She's been gifted with this ever since she was a child. So this is a way of her expressing her gift ever since she was a child. She's never been able to express it before. So when her got together, we was just like, you do whatever. If that's what you want to do, you do it. And it's either real or nothing at all. That's just the way we look at it. So that's why we go do these things a lot of times. We do a lot more investigations than what you all see. But if you don't see anything, you don't see anything. So.
Yeah, there's lots of times I haven't videoed because it was like spur of the moment, something happened and I didn't have the equipment with me, but I still went ahead and spoke with that spirit and did the investigation. So
exactly.
You all go check out Augie's and Brenda's channel as well. They've got some good paranormal content on there as well.
Yeah, good. Do that. Yeah, that'd be great.
But I guess we better let everybody go. We've kept them on here
almost 2
hours.
Oh my God, I didn't realize it's been that long. I guess we better let everybody go. Yep. Thank you everybody for showing up. And really enjoyed this. And we're going to try to do it more on a routine basis with you guys.
Brenda, have you put those videos up? Like I said, we're not getting all the, I lost my train of thoughts.
You're not getting all the
notifications for everybody's channels, so I'm actually having to go in and tap in everybody's channel names, and like I said, I'm trying to remember them, scroll down through them all. So if I haven't been on your channel a while, it's because I'm trying to catch up and get the notifications straightened out. So if you have that up on your channel, Brenda, about in your home, I will definitely check it out this week. Appreciate it, Kim and Daniel. Hope everything went well with Augie, Brenda. They just had surgery.
Oh yeah, hope everything goes well. Take it easy and just relax and heal up well.
But we appreciate y'all, and we're going to let everybody go, and definitely check out each other's channels.
Yeah, do that. And
good. I'm glad to hear that he's healed now, Brenda.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, good. I'm glad that's happening.
But we'll get this laptop figured out.
Yeah, we'll get it all figured out.
Definitely got to get a new one. But
just a learning experience, and we got to get update some equipment, but we just wanted to do as much as we can with what we got right now. So.
But we'll let everybody go for the night. I know it's getting late for a lot of you.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Everybody wants to go eat their supper and get ready for work tomorrow if you're going to work. But it's good to see everybody, and
we thank y'all for joining us, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Bye-bye.